In this episode, we're continuing our journey to explore the best places to eat and to learn about Singapore's unique culture. So here we are in Katong. This is a heritage place for the Peranakan people, which are the half Malay, half Chinese people. And now this place holds all the culture here with all the little boutique shops and cafes, restaurants. This place is foodie paradise. And apparently they have the best laksa here.
Hi, we are Kiara
and Rob.
In 2020, we sold everything we had and we started traveling. We like to explore out of the touristy spot and spend more time in each place we visit.
Our goal is to learn more about the local culture, try new foods, and connect with amazing people. Subscribe and join our adventure as we take you with us around the world. So here in Kapong, there's a really super famous laksa place just behind me where all the famous celebrities come, foodies, master chefs, all come here to try the laksa.
There's even a picture with Gordon Ramsay inside. But we're not gonna try that. We're gonna cross the road.
If you go right across the road, there's a place only the locals go.
And for sure the price is different because you're not gonna pay for those pictures on the wall.
Yeah, let's go check it out. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Wow, it smells so strong. It's definitely like one of the most traditional laksas you can get here. She only serves laksa here. And the unique thing about it is they don't give you chopsticks, they only give you a spoon, right? So they make the bihun noodles really short. Let's try.
Over your nose.
Oh wow. That's some serious laksa. It's just full of flavor. And it was 350 Singapore dollars, which is like 2 US. Wow, it's full of prawns. The broth is so intense.
And I got some otak-otak from this beautiful place, which is like very traditional Peranakan food. We tried this dish in Kuala Lumpur and it was delicious. I really loved it. How they made it on Jalan Alor Street. If you've seen our videos, you know what I'm talking about. Oh wow, this looks spicy. So oily. Ooh. It's interesting. A lot more fishy. There's actually pieces of fish in it. And it's spicy. But it's good. I like this dish. It's probably one of my favorite Peranakan dish.
We can't leave Katong without talking to some of the locals about the local food.
Desserts and
Yes.
traditional food, so just want to know a bit more.
More about this?
Yeah, in
This-
general.
How long have you been open?
We've been around since 1945.
1945.
That's right.
80 years.
Older than Singapore.
Yeah. Wow.
That's right.
It's been open
Right,
80
right,
years. Wow.
Yeah.
We specialize in rice dumplings, so we sell all these rice dumplings hung here.
Yeah.
Our most popular must try would be our Nonya rice dumplings.
Ah, okay.
Right.
What you have there are Nonya kuehs.
Yes.
They're glutinous rice ball filled with palm sugar
Yeah.
and coated with coconut shreds.
Yeah.
You guys been in Singapore a long time, or
We've been in Malaysia for 2 months.
so you know?
We've
Singapore,
been in Malacca for almost 3 weeks.
Pretty much the same culture as we
Now
share.
we have diabetes.
Okay. Too much sweet.
Okay, so those are made with rice flours, and inside they have gula melaka, and they're all coated with fresh coconut. So you have to eat them. They only last for 1 day because the coconut is so fresh that it goes bad. So we have to do this sacrifice and eat them all. So gula melaka is a very special product that you can only find actually in Malacca. It comes from Malacca, and it's like made of from coconut sugar melted. And it's just so special. You can find it all over Malaysia and Singapore, but the original one is from Malacca. Oh. I have no words. Wow. It's not hard to eat them all in one day. Trust me.
On Juchat Road, the Peranakan Market area dates back from the 1920s. Even the locals like taking pictures here. In Singapore, around summertime, they have the Hungry Ghost Festival. The Chinese believe by burning joss paper money that it goes to their ancestors in the afterlife. They also give food to them and even play ghost shows and leave the empty seats for the ghosts to sit down and watch in the front row. After a quick bite to eat, we head back to walk around the city. Singapore isn't just only skyscrapers and tall buildings and restaurants and great food, but also has a UNESCO Heritage Site botanical garden just 20 minutes away from the city.
It's actually very surprising how much greenery there is in this city. It's full of parks and trees. It's so much greener than we thought. And today we are exploring the botanic gardens. It's a big garden, so we can spend here the whole day and it probably won't be enough.
And it's actually cooler here than it is in the city.
Yeah, and it's totally free. So we're going for a walk and we'll take you along the way. So pretty. Look at that.
Well, it's raining. We're so soaked. It's crazy. There's a lot of rain.
Yeah.
Let's get some shelter. Yeah. So we decided to get out and enjoy the rain in the rainforest, and we're getting a bit peckish, so we're gonna
As usual.
we're
gonna go for a food court.
Yeah, another hawker center.
Yeah, I think it's the main thing you've been seeing in this video. It's like food as usual. Like you can't help it.
If you don't know what spirit animal you are, let me introduce you to the stingless bees. They wake up late in the morning, work a few hours, and go to bed in the early afternoon. And they're making honey just here. Hello. Are you drawing?
Yeah, I'm drawing. It's amazing how here in Singapore, every time we turn the corner, there's something going on. And now we just bumped into this massive ceremony in this Hindu temple. It's just like stepping in India. This is actually the ceremony of a wedding, a very important wedding story that is mentioned in the Bhagavad Gita, which is the most important book for Hindu. And here we are, witnessing this amazing celebration. This beautiful ceremony is the whole celebration of the marriage of Arjuna and his future wife. And it's all narrated in the Bhagavad Gita. It's a story that lasted for 14 years. So grateful to be here and witnessing this amazing ceremony.
Today we're gonna go on a little adventure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Getting out of the city style.
Out of this busy life.
But we need some food first. I think we want to pack something for our lunch.
So first we want to get some breakfast and then pack our lunch to have a little picnic. So this is the Maxwell Food Market. This is one of our favorite markets to go to in Chinatown.
Alright, this is my breakfast. Tasty. It's the tea with evaporated milk and sugar, and the traditional toast with butter and kaya bread. And Robert, I don't know, is looking around, looking for food. He will probably come back with some fish soup, something like that. Thank you. I got the eggs. Those are for Robert. Robert is back. It's not fish soup.
No, it's something different. It's a traditional dish called Hue Pai Ti,
It's very cute.
and it's beautiful. It's like it's filled with egg. There's daikon. There's chili, cilantro. It's awesome. Wow,
It's like a crispy cupcake.
it's beautiful. And then in Singapore, they always serve your teas and coffees at a stall with these soft-boiled eggs, and they're like super loose and gloopy. Anyways, let's go for it.
Get my tea.
I love it.
All right, we got our lunch sorted, and now to get to the place, we have to first get on the train.
Marina South Pier. Marina South.
Then there's no food and drink, buy some food.
And now we have to take a boat. And as you might think, we're not going to the famous Sentosa Island, we're going somewhere else.
Alright, just getting off the boat.
This is St. John's Island,
Yes.
but this is not our destination yet. We have to take that bridge over there for our next stop.
So the bicycle kiosk is behind me. They just told us that they close at 3 o'clock. So we can't rent a bicycle to go to where we want to go.
Because we're pretty late, and today, no, it's mainly because it's a weekday.
Because we travel slow.
Yes. So that's during the weekdays, it's super quiet. We are actually the only ones here. But during the weekend, there's a lot of activities starting from the morning. Also, there's a cafe, it's open. But today,
Yeah.
there's nothing, just nature.
Yeah. So we made it to Lazarus Island, and there's full of monkeys and lizards here, but there's a beach. Can't wait to get in.
Such a nice way to cool down in Singapore. Look at that.
And because it's a weekend, there's no one on the beach. Aside from that super rich guy over there with the yacht. Cheers. The place is so perfect just to unwind, relax from all the crazy city life. I almost forgot that I was in Singapore.
It's very peaceful, very peaceful. A lot of green. There's a beautiful walk that goes along the island.
And there's no one here on the weekday. No one.
And there's monkeys too.
Yeah.
We haven't seen them, but
Well, we haven't gone in the forest yet.
no, because it's too hot.
Walking through the island, it's so green, it's so lush. We can hear the monkeys. Oh, you can't probably hear them with the camera, but we can hear them in there. But it's so thick you can't see them.
It's beautiful, and it's so much cooler in the forest than out there.
Oh yeah.
Lazarus.
Lazarus used to be named Palau Sakiju Sakijang Palipa. Totally messed that name up. But they changed the name to Lazarus because it used to be a lazaretto.
So that's basically an isolation hospital for people with special disease. I just remember Lazarus from the Bible that died from sickness and Jesus resuscitated.
Yeah,
that's why
right.
we call it Lazaretto.
It's an Italian word.
I think so.
Yeah, lazaretto. Lazaretto.
So that's why Lazarus Island. I was thinking about it. I was like, it really sounds like a Lazaretto. Yeah,
Lazarus.
got some rain.
Singapore has many islands to discover, but we are heading back to the main island. It's a chicken. Hey chicken, let's go. Let's cross the road. I mean, the chickens are so proper, they even use the zebra crossing to cross the road. So funny.
Everyone respects the rules in Singapore.
So now we're gonna have a bit of dinner in a nice little part of Chinatown. There is great Japanese food here. Look at that. So good. So good. I think they're shiso leaf. Singapore has an amazing food scene, but the key is to find the right ones with the good quality food, and some of them are even Michelin rated. So this is Amoy Street Hawker Center. It's a multi-story hawker center with over 100 stalls inside. And this morning it's breakfast time, and there's a hawker center, fish soup hawker center that opens up at 11 a.m. with a queue, and we're just here in time for this famous fish soup. They just opened minutes ago, and there's a queue that goes all the way down and to the end. It's massive. It's probably a 30-minute wait. There are so many tables here. You have to hold your place with either tissues or a business card when the business lunch crowd comes. So if you see any of those, it means the table is taken. So this stall has been open for 30 years. It's Han Ki. It's an old elderly couple. They don't actually need the money, they just do it because people love it. And look at the queue. Crazy. Wow, thank you very much. Thank you. So finally, 1 hour later, and they give you these massive chunks of fish and mackerel. Let's try it. This is really great. There's a nice, generous, thick cut portion of fish, but there's another place that's been open for 50 years. It's called Piao Ji, and it's not as popular. It's about half the line, and the fish is equally as good. So this is Arabic Street in the middle of the day at 12 o'clock. It's full of people, but look, it's so beautiful. So nice. We need to cool down, so we're gonna get some nice tea that was recommended to us by our friend. And she knows all the best spots where to go to for food and drink in Arabic Street. So here we are. So this shop opened back in the 1970s. It was a 50-year-old shop serving only tea, different types of tea. And this one is a ginger iced tea. Very special with condensed milk. Wow, I can't wait to try it. It looks so good. Oh wow, that is so special. Oh my gosh. It's so unique. It's beautiful. This tea here is worth coming to Arabic Street alone. We haven't even seen anything yet. This is what I like about Singapore. You can travel to 3 different countries in one small island. We've been to China and Chinatown, Little India, and now it's Arab Street. And you have all the Middle Eastern restaurants and teas, beautiful murals and Muslim mosques. It's so cool. I love it. And it's reasonably affordable. We've only managed to spend about $25 per person per day. Not including accommodation, and we've been eating great food at these great little places. Okay, someone from Singapore has to explain this to me. Outside they fumigate every property almost every week. They vape the whole property, fumigate it, but then you can't vape because it's harmful to health. So is tobacco vaping more toxic than fumigation vaping all over the island? Because they do it a lot, and it's just crazy. It doesn't make sense. So we're leaving the city into nature, which is what Singapore does best. The bus takes you straight here to the Treetop Walk Trail, the Windsor Nature Trail. we researched it, and this was the best one to take.
It's gonna be like more than 7 kilometers walk, return.
No problem.
We'll see.
So we're witnessing some
There's a
interesting.
family on the trail.
They're grooming each other, and there's a small, tiny baby. Well, that's how it's done.
Oh my god, you're the cutest! Oh, this is the ranger.
Oh, this is the ranger. Hello, ranger.
Hey, he smiles.
He's smiling, huh? Can we enter? Is it okay? Thank you.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Alright, if you've seen our videos of Vietnam, you know that I'm scared of bridges.
Wow, this is so cool. Feels so high.
Meaning of cool,
Oh,
different perspective.
look at
I
that.
love it and hate it at the same time.
I can't believe we haven't spent any money on activities here in Singapore. Most of the good ones are free. Singapore is one of the cheapest places to travel. I mean, apart from accommodation.
So this is a big one-way track. Just keep going.
If you're tired and you want to go back,
Forget it.
forget it. And surprisingly, there's no water stations.
Yeah.
So you have to fill up your water before you come.
Yeah.
We're doing a little game, a trust game with our relationship, where there's a raised platform with a drop-off, and Kiara has to know if she can trust me to go down the steps and keep walking, using her other parts of her brain, you know?
Oh my gosh, it's so hard.
It's very hard.
You really have to let go like 100%. That's how a blind will feel. It's so interesting because as soon as I closed my eyes and the fear took over and my whole body was so tense, and the moment I decided to trust and fully let go, I felt my body relaxing. So I was just walking. Whether before was the whole tension and the steps were like super tight, but after I start walking, like, you know, flowy, because I decided to trust you. It's all in the head.
We're finishing up the trail, but we're gonna bombard you with monkey videos right now.
They're the best.
They're awesome.
You can watch them for hours. You can sit here and stay all day.
Yeah.
Let's see if you like it.
It's time to leave and head back into the city. So she's 17 years old, as a composer, writes her own music, and she's here just has never learned lessons practically, just listened to them by ear and starts playing them. And the beautiful thing is that she's not even asking for any money, she just plays out of enjoyment. It's out of pleasure because she loves to play and discovered to play only 4 years ago. So amazing. So we're in Chinatown still at night, and there's a special place that we have found that serves amazing dessert called chendol. And chendol, it's a shaved ice with a special syrup from Malacca, and it's a special syrup made from the coconut flour boiled down into a thick black delicious syrup. And this is drizzled over ice with pandan noodles, and it's like a gourmet snow cone. So Kiara is already there having a seat. She just raced over here. Yeah? Oh wow. You already got it. This is actually our third time here in the past 4 days. That's how good it is.
It's so good.
It's so good.
It's the best. This is the best dessert ever. Except for the beans. Rob eats the beans, I eat the rest.
Singapore is full of amazing surprises. It's no wonder people come to live here.
So Singapore is known for being the most expensive city in the world. And I get it. To live here, to pay rent here, it's crazy. To have a shop, to have a business, it's crazy expensive. But if you come as a tourist, I actually found that in our budget, we haven't spent $0 in activities because this city offers so much for free. See, it's unbelievable. The amount of activities, performances, night shows, art streets, artworks, it's all free. It is very controversial, but I want to say that Singapore has been the cheapest place for us so far. The main killer would have been accommodation here, so I'm saying this because we are staying with a friend, but you can make Singapore very, very affordable. It's not what you think. Yeah, we're doing it, so you can do it.
There's so much to do in Singapore, from the culture to the food. It's all very, very unique.
We always end our videos at an airport.
Yeah.
Okay, it's time to leave Singapore. We've been here for 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Yeah, that's right.
A bit more than 3 weeks, actually. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
You guys have to visit Singapore, or I hope you enjoyed the video through our eyes because we really did enjoy it.
Yeah, we hope we inspired you or enlightened you to travel Singapore. It's Asia for beginners. It's so nice.
It's the first time we landed in a place and we say that we could actually live here.
Yes. Very few places in the world we can say that.
Very few.
Singapore
This is one of them.
Is one of them.
Yeah. So makes you think.
Yeah. So we're at the best airport in the world right now. And
can't believe it.
There's so much to see, so much to do.
So we actually came here like many hours before our flight, so we can show you all around in the next video.
Yeah, so we'll see you next week. Ciao.